Okay, here's the last part. Cherry on top. Here's the cherry on top of the 3 requirements. And we can talk about this because I have some point, but here's the cherry on top. And I'll restate it for you guys. When we started this, I asked, what is egregiously wrong in the world? Because that's the solve that you're putting out in the world. What's egregiously wrong? And Keziah, part of, just to answer that for you in some ways, it's like, hey, look, people, CEOs don't have the support they need. They're screwing up their time, focusing on the wrong things, one side of it. And the other side is, there's a lot of really talented people that are on the sidelines now, not working on something that feels valuable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's egregiously wrong. And so I would say that I'm looking at all this talent that I know about, that talent is just seeping through the drains. It's just going right down the drain. And that is not right. I'm speaking for you because I don't know if that's how you feel, but it's kind of like this we got to solve for this. Because I want to put that talent back out there, not, for society, but for also these people that feel like, I got all this talent, I don't know what to do with it. So, and there's nowhere to put it. So I'll golf, or whatever. Like,
I think it's what you always have said that I find is more egregiously wrong now is that these CEOs are just being so burnt out and they're spending their time. And it always goes back to your time is the most precious commodity. And these folks are just, they don't have any, they don't know how to spend it. And that's what the chief of staff can do for them. And it doesn't matter if it's business or personal, but that to me is just like, it's so powerful.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, so what's egregiously wrong isn't one thing. I mean, you've got 3 or 4 things, but the point that one reason why I believe your business took off so well is because you have like 3 or 4 things. And the second thing we talked about is there's potential energy. There's like this coil, there's a spring that's been compressed inside our society. And when you came up with a business plan that was like, I would just like to uncoil that spring, and you just touch it and it goes like zoink. And it's like, oh, thank you so much. This is exactly what I got time back. And there's people that go like, I feel like I'm worth something now. I mean, what a great business plan. So here's the cherry on top for this. The cherry on top is when you figure out what's egregiously wrong and you figure out what the potential energy looks like, that's marketing gold if you really sit down and brainstorm that stuff with your team and you journal it. Because then you come back and go like, this is the problem we're solving in the world. And so it's like, you could say, and because this, it's like, well, we have fractional chiefs of staff that help with the rhythm of business. It's like, there's nothing there. But if you go like, oh, and then you show up, with passion about this because the fire's in your belly about this, like, you're wasting your time. You're focusing your time on all the wrong things. You know what? Imagine if you had a business, if we could just squeeze out 10% more time for you. Imagine what you could do with that. Oh, how I could do all sorts of stuff. I can tell you, just bring us in. We'll give you that 10% back. The 2 things that people respond to are time and ego. Time and ego. And I like to focus on the time part. I don't like to build up people's egos so much. I pat that down more than I build that up. Okay. So my challenge for you, for both of you, and for those watching remotely, is build, generate some marketing copy from really sitting down and thinking what's egregiously wrong, because that's marketing gold for you. Okay.